Welcome back to another 2.5 stars. I'm joined by
Jason?
And Kelly, or not Kelly,
Erik. You know that you're half dwarf, right?
I think
What if I'm
Erik,
the Brad Pitt of dwarf kind?
Kelly, his wife, fucked it a lot.
What's up, guys? It's Steve. I had hair when I was younger.
Like, watch this, guys. I'm gonna totally make them do it. Oh!
What's up, guys? It's Steve with App Gaming, and welcome back to another 2.5 stars. I'm joined by...
Erik?
Jason.
That's right, Jason's here. Amazing. This week, we are talking about Big Trouble in Little China, directed by John Carpenter, written by Gary Goldman and David Z. Weinstein, starring Kurt Russell, Kim Cattrall, and Dennis Dunn. IMDb synopsis: a rough and tumble trucker helps rescue his friend's fiancée from an ancient sorcerer in a supernatural battle beneath Chinatown. So what'd you guys think?
Oh, God.
This guy right here, this trucker, is literally like what I would be if I had reflexes.
Well,
I
like
talk
that.
as much as this guy, but I can't catch a knife and throw it back and drill somebody in the head. If I could do that, I would be as tough as Jack Burton.
But I like that, like at the last fight, he like shoots the gun in the air and fucking knocks himself out.
Yeah, dude, that's something I would definitely do.
And like you never see, that's the kind of shit you don't see in movies either. That's something somebody would fucking do. You blast a fucking hole in some concrete, and some shit falls on you. And I don't know if it would knock you out. I guess most people would. It wouldn't knock Erik out. It would just like it would crush on your head and then fall off.
I got a fucking boo-boo on the top of my head already. God
Yeah.
damn it.
You do the Peter Griffin like kind of thing,
Yeah,
with
that's
the top of your
exactly
head.
what I would do. Oh.
Yeah, I feel like the only thing he got right in the entire movie is when he caught the knife and threw it back, and everybody gets something right once in a while. Everything else he did, it would work out, but it wasn't that he got it right. It was that just random coincidence. You know, he fucked up everything he did.
Well, he
Well,
parked
that's why
that
it's so
truck
funny.
perfectly, though, in the beginning when they're all doing the gunfight. His truck didn't get hit at all.
No shit. I love how he's talking on the radio, because I've heard truckers and they talk. There's some of them that talk like that.
Just like their own little radio show because they got nothing else to do.
Yeah, he's basically like he would be a world famous streamer right now.
Yeah, he would.
I mean, he's just talking to himself, and he was even kind of interesting, you know.
He needs some.
just
He
tell-
needs some sunglasses so he could be Dr. Disrespect.
He had sunglasses on, and he's way better than Dr. Disrespect. Because you know what? He didn't rage quit once. There was no broken controllers, no slamming his hand on the desk. He just like even when that guy fell on him, that was my favorite part. When the dude falls on him and he stabs him with the knife,
Yeah.
Oh,
and then
with
the guy's just
knife?
on top of him
He's
for
just
like an
stuck there?
hour. Yeah, he's just stuck.
He's like, I think he said something like, "Ah, crap," and he just
Yeah,
kind of
it's like,
drops his
"Ah,
arms
shit."
down. He just lays there. He's like, "Fuck it, what am I gonna do?" You know.
It'd be like if me or Steve was beating up Ricky, and then we just died of a heart attack, and then we're just on top of Ricky, and he's like, "Oh shit, can't get him off." Be
Just
fucking
try to
funny.
wiggle out from underneath.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh fuck. So this is a prequel to Mortal Kombat, right? I mean, there was Raiden in there. Shang Tsung was there. This was like a cooler version of Johnny Cage. Jack Burton was.
Yeah.
So they had the shitty like special effects with the lightning going everywhere. It's
You
just
said
like-
oh yeah, Johnny Cage. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
He was definitely a Johnny Cage.
I couldn't think of anybody else he would be. He wouldn't be
Well,
Stryker because
he
Strike's
wouldn't be Liu Kane for
no,
damn
no.
sure.
That would be the other guy, the little
be-
Asian dude that he was saving the fiance for.
Wang.
Yeah, Wang.
Yeah.
Dude, when Wang and the longer-haired Asian guy jump sideways through the air and have a 20-minute sword fight,
That's
I'm like,
awesome.
what the fuck is this shit?
Do you not watch kung fu movies, man? That was fucking awesome.
That was so
the
dumb.
one guys were like the Three Storms, right? So they're kind of magical guys. And then he drank that weird,
The
elixir
potion that what's his name made?
Yeah, it was probably just Egg Shen's ball juice with some spicy stuff, and then some what do you call it? Dry ice in there to make it seem mystical,
Yeah.
and some cocaine.
Damn
It's
it.
just fucking straight up cocaine with some ball juice and some fucking CO2. So he's like, "Oh, it's magical," and they're like, "Okay, it's definitely looks magical. We're
Yeah,
gonna
why
do it."
not?
God, and
Yeah.
then Jack Burton's like, "This tastes like cocaine."
He's all happy when he gets in the elevator. He's like, "Yeah, I'm not scared of nothing." And it's because he was all like lightheaded from not getting enough oxygen.
Egg Shin's an awesome like D&D character though. He's like taking the potions, just chucking them everywhere.
Yeah.
It's like that's how the alchemist thing was before they changed it. You just like just have like a pouch. You just like chuck fireballs and shit like that at people that are like potion
Really?
bottles. Yeah,
Yeah, that'd be cool. I wouldn't mind being that class.
yeah. Then they
Because then
changed
you
it.
could just carry a huge backpack. You just keep
Well,
adding to strength.
It's a magical bag that holds the thing, and
Oh, it's one. Yeah, I
Yeah.
forgot about those bags and that
Yeah.
that you could do that. Yeah.
so it
never
doesn't
mind.
really matter with that.
Yeah.
It's just unlimited shit. So
Another thing I noticed is half of them, while they're sword fighting, their other hands seem to be weaving like ninja signs or something to do some special move.
they're doing magic.
They were just sword fighting. Yet their other hand is like against their chest making symbols, and I'm like, what the fuck are they
They're
doing?
throwing gang
Flashing
signs,
gang
Joe.
signs, bro.
Didn't you see
Gang
all the
sign.
bandanas and stuff?
You said bro, or I said bro, and you said yo. That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
They were like, they had all the bandanas and stuff like that. They were covering all their things. I'm sure there any there's Bloods in there. I didn't see any Crips though. Were there blue bandana guys in there?
Nope, just reds and golds.
Yeah. See, so
Yeah,
they're
they had some offshoot of the
What gang-
the
What game
yeah
you
the
thinking
Crips
of?
with the
Crips.
gold. They're
Yeah.
gold Crips.
That's a better thing. It's really bling,
They're
right?
bling Crips.
Yeah, they're super bling.
Yeah. They're wingdings. What were they? Wing shings? Wing.
Something
I-
like
I
that.
don't know.
Yeah.
Wing-a-ding.
I'm on the verge of things of being racist by saying that because I can't remember the name.
Well, I
They're
mean,
wing-
Wingdings is just a
Like
it's a font in
Yeah.
in Microsoft, so you're all right.
I think it's actually like a Little Debbie product or something at one point.
Probably. That
Because
sounds
I would
familiar.
swear I've cerned somebody. What the
I
fuck?
don't serve it.
I've heard somebody go, "Oh, do you got some wingdings or some ho-hos in there?" They sound like they'd be really good.
I'm looking it up. Wingdings.
So Jack Burton is like, this is like, I think I watched this movie. I don't know when was it made. It's like 1980.
1986.
Okay, I've seen this movie from 1988, like multiple times a year because my mom likes Kurt Russell.
Uh-huh.
She'd go Hubba Hubba or some weird thing that would be like, I like this guy. But my mom's, instead of my mom being like, he's cute, my mom's like,
She's
like
doing the Eric
quagmires
thing.
a little bit. Yeah, she's almost like quagmiring it a little bit.
Giggity.
with Kurt. I mean, I'm telling you right now, if my mom had like a potion to knock him out so she could drag him into the room, I think she'd do it. She would me too Kurt Russell. So
Oh man.
anyway, so we watched this movie a shitload as a kid, and I love this movie.
Yeah.
Because the guy's like not some like commando guy where he just, like from the movie Commando,
Yeah.
where he's carrying logs around. Well, I mean, there's a real thing as a commando, and then there's like just the totally fictionized thing where some guy is carrying logs around. That's like, yeah, I'm carrying this 4,000-pound piece of pine around. No big deal, on one shoulder, because I'm strong. P.S. I'm like shooting guns with one arm without even aiming from like hundreds of feet away
and
just
hitting
drilling 'em.
everybody.
I never miss a bullet.
Actually, in this movie, I don't think a single bullet ever hit a single person.
No, dude, like when they open that door, he opens the door and he's like, we may be trapped. And then
Yeah.
they start punching through the door. He wastes the whole, but he wastes like 6 of them. And then Wayne just kicks the shit out of the rest of them. He just beats the shit out of him because he pulls he does a total Erik where he gets all excited in a video game and he throws his knife on the ground. He's like, fuck, I gotta go find it.
Oh man.
So this is the first time I've ever seen this movie, by the way, Eric.
No shit. I would have sworn that you've seen this movie a bazillion times.
Fuck no. It was so corny because as a kid, I probably would have loved it. But
Yeah.
now being the first time I saw it,
It's-
because I don't have my memories as a child loving this movie, I'm like,
Yeah,
it's so
corny.
corny.
Have you guys ever done that where you show your kid a movie that you think is great or somebody else and they're watching it and they're laughing and you're like, what the fuck are you laughing at? And then it dawns on you, holy shit, this movie's corny as fuck.
I've done that.
That
yeah.
happened to me with Kelly when we're watching this movie yesterday. We're
Yeah.
watching it and Kelly's like, what the fuck? That's what she said at the beginning of the movie.
So she had never seen this either?
No, she hasn't seen this before. She gave this movie a 2.5-star rating. I was like, I almost divorced her. I was like, that's it. You can't be around me if you don't think this is a gold star movie.
I remember watching
gonna
this as a
make her-
kid, and what I remember the most out of this movie is that guy blowing up at the end.
Oh
For
my
some
God,
reason,
that was so
that's-
corny.
For some reason, that stuck with me through everything. Like every time I think of this movie, I think of that dude blowing up.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why.
I think about him running over the guy and then the lightning dude.
Yeah,
Because it's raining like cats and dogs where he's got the glasses on and he's
Yeah.
like, this is a white tiger. I'm gonna get a little action here. It's really raining cats and dogs out there. It's so funny.
Oh man.
When you first see the lightning guy come down on his rope of lightning, I'll
Yeah.
never forget that.
Oh man, did you like the cool crossbow rope thing that he had, like the pulley system and all that shit? That he was pulling everybody out of the hole
Yeah,
Oh
with.
my God!
Stands there and he
Yeah.
holds it. This little like 5'1" Asian man
Yeah,
is one-handing 200-pound Kurt Russell.
with no problem.
Don't worry, I'll
all
hold it
good.
up. Yeah, he's magic though.
Yeah.
I mean, you know. And then I like did you guys like the purple beam and the green beam when they fight and they have the little like
Yeah,
shadow
this-
guys?
that was really
sword
cool. to me.
fighting?
That was really cool to me, honestly.
Dude, he
Yeah.
straight up started playing like he had a video game controller in his hand. He's like using his thumbs. He's like, doo, 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 doo.
I gotta say, I love Lopan's voice.
I don't
I
know who
love
that
it.
is.
Oh
He's
man.
he's the bad guy, the
Oh,
old
okay.
bad guy.
Yeah,
I
he's
love
the one
his
that was doing
voice.
the video game controller thing. Was the old bad guy?
Yeah. I wish I'm not shitting you. I almost wish I had that guy's voice. You know, he's like, "Caught right?"
Yeah. Well, and he's also in like Kung Fu Panda. Basically, like it's just the same voice. The dude, I think it's just the dude's regular voice
Oh,
because
yeah,
I
it is.
recognized him from when I heard this. And then I was like, wait, I fucking know that guy's voice. And I had to look him up. I was like, fuck yeah, I knew he was from Kung Fu Panda and just a lot of other shit. He's just in a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
he's still around. I take it. He's in Kung
Steve,
Fu.
can
yeah.
you look up the actor for Egg Shen and see if he was the like grandpa for Three Ninjas?
He was. I looked that up earlier because once
Okay.
again I was like, I recognize this guy, and I'm like, okay, I remember him from Tremors, but I was like, and I was searching. I was like, I fucking knew he was in Three Ninjas.
Holy fuck, he was in Tremors.
Yeah, he's fucking Mr.
Yeah.
What's his name? Mr. Chang.
He owned the shop with the
Oh
loud
my god,
ice
how the
machine.
hell? I didn't put that together, but I'm like, that's the grandpa from Three Ninjas.
Yeah.
I did not catch the Three Ninjas thing, which is amazing because I watched that movie 1,000 times as a kid. However, Tremors, I instantly knew who it was. I remembered that.
Yeah. Fucking Egg Shen. That guy's awesome. Unfortunately, he did pass away. So
That sucks.
yeah.
Well, you know, that sucks. How old is Kurt Russell now?
Oh boy, he's got to be in his 60s, 70s, right?
Did you guys see how fucking pretty Kim Cattrall was?
I know. What the hell happened?
Holy, well, I mean, she's like 63 now. She
Yeah.
still looks pretty good for 63, but holy shit. I remember seeing her when I was a kid. I was like, she will be mine.
Damn it, dude.
That could not have been creepier if you tried, man. That
Kurt
was-
Russell-
That was a straight up dentist, dude.
Kurt Russell's 68.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think Kim Cattrall was born in the same year as my dad. So they're like 63 or 64.
1956.
Yeah.
Apparently, she's English.
Yeah.
I don't think she does. Does she have an English accent now?
I don't think so.
I'm trying to think. I don't think I've ever heard a fucking interview with her outside of watching.
Well, it's
just
like
movies
Jerry
and stuff like
Ryan
that.
was born in Germany, but she was raised in the United States, so she doesn't
Yeah.
have a German accent. That's unfortunate. Could you imagine 7 of 9 with a German accent?
They wouldn't
Oh,
have
that
left.
would've been
They wouldn't
great.
have let her keep it.
They wouldn't have let her be on TV with that accent.
It would have been HBO
I mean,
TV shows
holy
then.
shit, dude! They'd have to put that show on Cinemax.
Damn it.
Just adding that fucking accent, everybody'd be like, "Oh my god, this is like
Oh,
Stern Library teacher action going on here."
I'm learning a little something about Erik right now.
fuck. Oh fuck.
Dude, do you know who 7 of 9 is?
Yeah, but just you.
Yeah,
I know
with
exactly.
the fucking bodysuit and everything, and then
Voyager
she's like,
was by far my favorite Star Trek until the newest one, Discovery.
"Yeah, I haven't seen any Discovery."
Oh man,
but
I can't wait
liked-
for Picard to come out.
Yeah.
Looks awesome.
What's funny is like the favorite captains really show what kind of people you are. Like my favorite captain is Captain Kirk
Uh-huh.
because he likes to bang chicks and he just kind of guesses at whatever he's doing and it just works out, which is how I would want to do it.
Yeah.
Whereas Steve likes Captain Picard because he thinks and he's got like a plan and he's like, this plan is gonna work. Whereas I'm just like, it'll be fine. Just
And Jason
just
likes
shoot 'em."
Janeway, who gets fucking lost in the middle of nowhere. Sorry, Jason. I don't know if that's actually your favorite captain, but still.
It's not my favorite captain is Picard, but when it comes to the TV shows, I do like Voyager a little better than the Star Trek.
Next
what
Generation.
was- Yes,
Yeah.
Next Generation. I want to say Enterprise. I'm like, nope, not
Well,
that.
it's
one.
Enterprise
nice. They
is
got,
pretty
like,
good though.
You know, it's a little newer. They got different stuff, and you know, plus the hot chick on Voyager is way hotter than the one on
Yes, very much
Next
so.
Gen. I mean,
I think
Oh.
Damn it. Oh fuck.
I remember. So the first time that she was on the TV show, Steve has seen me in this state before.
Oh,
I
you mean the
was
book
sitting
at
Yeah, I was
at the
sitting
bookstore?
there and I started to get sweaty and my face turned red. And my mom goes, "What the hell is wrong with you, Erik? Are you having an allergic reaction?" And I'm like, "Yeah, to this woman on the TV. Holy shit!" I was like, I gotta go take a shit.
You were using the Rick excuse already?
I've been using that since I was 5, man. They stole that from me. I should sue them.
God damn it.
I'm serious. I've been using that one for forever. I gotta go take a shit.
Why would 5-year-old Erik say that? Why would he be like, I'm gonna go take a shit to get
If
out
I
of
just want to get out of the room, I'd have to say I have to go to the bathroom. I gotta go poop. I'm not gonna lie. By the time I was 7, I gotta go take a shit. Because my mom and dad didn't really give too much of a crap about us saying shit. So
I mean, they're allowed to say it on TV. Why the fuck not, right?
yeah, the F word my mom was cool with when it was funny.
You had to drop it at the right moment.
Oh yeah, if you said it at the wrong time, like "fuck you," oh, you got an ass whooping. But if you were like, "What the fuck is wrong with that guy?" my mom would laugh, and then you were fine. So that was kind of nice. So the this movie, as far as like because my dad he drove a log truck for like 2 years or something, and right around the time I was really watching this is when he was driving the log truck. So I was always imagining when my dad left for work that he was going to some bar or some restaurant and getting in adventures.
Yeah, doing this
'Cause-
thing, gambling away money, and
Yeah, because there's a guy that we know named Vic Bacala who has kind of a Kurt Russell personality. So
Yeah.
I always thought he was getting my dad into hijinks. And then I went to work with my dad, and it was fun sometimes. And then other times I'm like, God, this driving truck thing is super boring. You just ride around in the truck. But
Oh,
it was cool. And then he went back to logging.
yeah.
So
And I forgot
It's
that this movie was directed by John Carpenter. Because
me too.
just like fucking seeing all the, I don't know, it definitely feels like a John Carpenter movie. I feel like The Thing kind of thing with it, some of the special effects and shit like that, and just some of the weirdness to it. I don't know. But then I'm looking through all of John Carpenter's shit, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, this guy's done a lot of shit, and a lot of it is Halloween. Like almost all of it is Halloween based.
Did he do from? No, he didn't do From Dusk Till Dawn. What the hell am I thinking? What's the other? Did he do like a vampire one or something? God, I don't. Is it all just Halloween?
I mean, he does a lot of Halloween, but he also wrote the hell was it? I thought it was. Didn't he do Jason or something like that? Friday the 13th? Maybe not. Maybe he just did Halloween. Yeah, because all of his writing stuff is Halloween. He did a Michael versus Jason, which I'm assuming is Michael Myers versus Jason Voorhees. He did Jason versus Leatherface. He did Escape from New York. All those ones.
That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And
That's
Escape from
that's
LA,
where,
obviously.
Yeah. That's definitely where I remember him from.
Yeah.
So, talk about a ripoff, dude. They ripped off Solid Snake from fucking Snake Plissken, and
I know.
it's like, holy shit.
Is it a ripoff though? I feel like it's more of an homage. Like, you know, they did it because I mean, it's obvious that it's the same kind of character, like fucking eye patch,
Oh,
bandana,
yeah.
all that stuff. You know.
I guess you could just say it's an homage.
Yeah. I mean, that's how you get around. That's how you get away with it, right?
That's what we should do. We should just do homages to everybody.
Yeah. No, we didn't copy it. It's an homage, all right?
It's an homage.
changed his name.
Come on now.
We changed
Have
one
some
name on his name.
class. Don't just call somebody a copycat. This is an
God.
homage to your homework assignment.
That's like people giving somebody else fucking credit instead of paying them for something. Yeah, we'll give you a shout out on our channel instead of
Yeah.
like, you know, paying for goods. No.
Fuck.
Oh, fuck. God damn it! Quit going to that thing.
This gave me a really funny idea for our Space Weed show, right?
Yeah.
So I was thinking, like, we could get in, like, I don't know, like, let's just say a Glorbian standoff or whatever, and we're standing there, and I'm like, nobody make a noise. And then Steve goes, fuck! And everybody gets in the big gunfight, and I'm like, dude! And Steve's like, sorry, man, I ate a bunch of McDonald's.
Oh, damn it.
Just because that'd be fucking funny. Just the, like, especially if you could do one of those, like, Dexter's Laboratory or like Jendi Tartovsky's, like, setup scenes, and then have it be silent.
Yeah.
You know, where there's no where it's like, oh shit, we're in and then just like let it sit there for a second, and then have the fart just like last a long time, like in Step Brothers.
We're gonna have an alien. We'll have like one of the xenomorphs come out, and like it'll be like an event above me, and I'll let one go, and he'll be like leaping towards me, and then it's like it's just fucking
turn green and die. Oh my god, they're
Do like a Matrix thing where it freezes in midair to cough and then just falls straight
Yeah.
to the ground.
Like, it does have a weakness.
And then we're just shoving McDonald's in Steve's face, and you're like, it doesn't work that way. God.
I'm like, wait. I know how it works. Get me the gallon of milk.
Yeah. Just stick it in his mouth and shove it together. Oh, I'm drowning from milk. Holy shit!
God damn it!
Steve, you're looking a little brown and juicy there.
I'd blow up like that guy in this fucking movie. All right.
I always think his guts are Chinese noodles. Every time that they land there, I'm like, man, that guy ate a lot of noodles.
Yeah. Oh man. All right. So, how much do you think this movie made?
I have no idea. $10 million or something.
Okay, so the budget was $25 million estimated.
Yeah.
And it made opening weekend it made $2 million, $2.7 million. And US, which is weird, I imagine maybe they didn't have an outside of the US opening, because it says gross USA was 11,100,000. Cumulative worldwide gross was 11,100,000. So this movie lost a lot of fucking money.
That sucks.
Yeah.
It's like
But it's become
I
a cult
wonder if-
classic now. It's like people fucking
Yeah.
watch this movie still.
So I feel like this is the type of movie that did horrible then, but if they did like a number 2 with like the same actors, like the ones that they could get, like Kurt Russell and stuff, it would probably do really fucking well because this is a cult classic.
It's possible. I don't
maybe-
know.
They wouldn't have to have a huge budget because they could make it campy like this on purpose to match the first one, and people would love it because it's what they would expect.
Yeah.
Seems legit to me. That'd work.
I mean, they'd probably still need a $60 million budget or some huge ass budget, but you know,
I don't know. It seems like they just waste money. You know? Then again, $1's not worth the same as much as as much as it was. Like $10 million then versus now. Well, you can buy a lot more shit for that $10 million back then than you can now.
So in November 2018, The Rock is developing a sequel to the 1986 Big Trouble in Little China.
seriously,
The Rock is?
Yes. Yeah.
The Rock's.
Oh my god.
It'll
I
But
be
hope
Kurt-
he's Jack Burton.
But Kurt Russell says he probably won't be in it.
Oh, motherfucker! What,
Damn
they can't
it.
pay him enough, or he feels a little too old?
He probably feels too old because that's what a lot of the older actors. That's like the original cast for Ghostbusters were saying. They felt like they couldn't really do it, and then they still they all showed up in the fucking the
Dude,
the new one. So it's like, come on.
fucking Dan Aykroyd was just on Joe Rogan. He says that they're doing a third Ghostbusters, and him and Zeddemore are in it for sure.
Are they gonna do? I mean, are they in that new one that's coming out? The one that you see the Echo.
Ghostbusters 3?
Is that what it's called? I didn't know it had a title yet. I just know it was Ghostbusters. Is all
I'm
it said.
pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that because he was just on it like what? It was this week, or I guess last. I don't know. It was a few days ago, and he said that they're still in the process of making it, and they're trying to get Bill Murray to be in it.
I mean,
I
he's
would
been
think-
in the other ones, so just fucking do it.
Yeah, I don't know why they wouldn't. It's like, come on, man. It's because they have such good chemistry.
Yeah, it
I
looks,
think they should have Egon there as a ghost if they can. You know.
that would require them to probably get the Raimi family to sign off on that, though. So
Yeah, but if they pay him, I mean, what the hell's the difference?
well, I mean, if they don't, but they may be like, nah, we're not going to do that. That's
I would say.
I say, at least ask, right?
Yeah, I mean, you could try.
Yeah.
That'd
Yes.
be cool though. Fucking Dan Aykroyd and Zeddemore are my favorite guys. So, well, aside from Bill Murray, he better
What's-
fucking show up.
What's the name of the guy who played Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, and he was also in the first?
Rick
couple?
Moranis.
There's no way they could get him, is there?
He's
he
doing
ma-
movies again. He's
Is he doing
again,
movies
but
again?
I don't see him listed on here. I do see they've got Sigourney Weaver, Annie Potts, Dan Aykroyd, and Ernie Hudson back. But I don't see him on here. I don't see him listed because they've got Bill Murray rumored as coming back, but that's not a for sure thing. So yeah, this is the same one I was thinking of because it's the trailer where the Echo one is in the garage, or not the garage, but the barn, and it's like you hear the proton packs lighting up. So
Now, I guess they're gonna have the girls in there again.
I don't see him listed
So-
on here.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what he said. They were gonna maybe have the girls, but when they were younger or something. I'm not exactly sure.
Oh,
what he
I mean,
said.
maybe that's what it is because they don't have character names listed for any of the other people. They've got Finn Wolfhard, the kid who played Mike in
yeah.
Stranger Things. Paul Rudd's supposed to be in it. I don't recognize any of these other people's names, so
That'll be good. If Paul Rudd's in it, I'll be able to get Kelly to go with me to the movies for it.
there you go.
So
She likes
that'll be
him?
good. Oh yeah. She's a big Paul Rudd guy. She liked him after that American Hot Summer thing where he's acting like an asshole and just like, "Ugh." I was like, shit. He found the real life version. That's me.
Oh,
I'm
man.
not doing that. Yeah, so I mean, this movie was like one of those movies that we'd watch when it was raining outside and stuff, and I always loved watching it.
Because you were hoping that those guys were fighting in the sky. The
Yeah.
lightning, rain, and thunder were all fighting in the
Fuck
sky.
yeah! I always hoped they would just like bash through the ceiling and we'd have to fight them.
Yeah.
And then Egg Shen would show up and show us how to do magic with like sorcery and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, the cool thing is this even has an X-Files tie-in because that guy who was impersonating the mayor or his lawyer is totally the guy from the X-Files. You know,
Which guy is
from
he
like
in the
season 1 or
X-Files?
2.
God,
What's that?
I didn't watch enough X-Files to even ask that. I don't know why I asked.
Oh, he's I think he's he wrote in season 1 of the X-Files.
Okay.
I watched a shit ton of X-Files, but I never finished. There's this certain point toward, I don't know, the last couple seasons where I just couldn't get into it anymore.
No, you just can't watch that. That's like they kind of fucked her.
Yeah, I tried
What-
it. I pushed myself, but because I'd binge watched the whole show, but those last couple seasons, I was like, fuck it, never went back.
There's a few episodes with Robert Patrick and I don't remember the other girl's name. Where there's actually some good episodes in there. There is some, but it's not very many.
Usually, like the whole season, it's like there's 2 or 3 episodes I didn't care for, but
Yeah.
overall, I liked the season. And then as I got in, into those last couple, I mean, if I'd watched it all, I might have found some I liked, but I gave up before I got to that point.
Okay.
Like
So
there's
I-
an episode
go ahead.
an episode with Burt Russell that was pretty good. There's actually a pretty cool one where I think one of them, I think Scully maybe wakes up somewhere with no memory and Robert Patrick has to find her. That's a pretty good episode. And then there's this whole weird thing with Mulder where he comes back and anyways, just a weird, it's weird. It's like in season 1 or 2, Mulder fucking sees a dead alien body and then he's still wondering if they're out there. It's like, dude, you fucking had one in your hand. What the fuck? Do you not remember this? What the hell, bro? God damn it, you idiot. And I mean, at one point, they actually meet real vampires. And then, like, two episodes later, he's like, I don't know if there's Scully's like, I don't know if these vampires are real. Like,
Who
what are you
fucking
fucking
knows?
high? Luke Wilson, the vampire, drugged you and then pumped you and then left you in a fucking somewhere else.
Yeah, don't know anything about those episodes.
That's season 5, episode 8, I think. Bad Blood.
Eric's got it down.
I love that show, dude. I love that episode. It's the one where Mulder at the very beginning of the episode, you see him and he's killing this guy. He thinks he's a vampire. He stabs a stake in his heart, and he's like, "I got him right." And it's the kid from what the hell's that show with the Mighty Ducks? It's like the talkie. No, wait, no, I don't think he's in the Mighty Ducks. It's the fat kid from the Sandlot.
Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So he stabs him through the heart, and he's like, and he pulls his lip open, and he's showing Scully he like the spiky teeth, and then she like picks at it with her finger, and the fucking fake teeth come down, and Mulder's like, oh shit, because he's like he's like a real vampire, but he doesn't have the pointy teeth. It's weird.
Hmm.
So season 5 also has a pretty good episode with 2 episodes with Michael McKean in it called Dreamland 1 and 2. And Mulder and Michael McKean switch bodies, and Mulder's got to live like his Michael McKean's married life.
I liked that episode.
Yeah, and then like, who's this Scully? And she's like yelling at him and shit. And then Michael McKean is just banging everybody in Mulder's body. He's plowing fucking what's his name, secretary, and he's plowing Scully and just everybody.
He gets his body back. He's got like 10 unknown diseases.
Yeah.
That's what he means by the truth is out there. He's trying to figure out where the fuck all these things are and what the hell they are.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, Eric, the only reason I binge watched that show is because of the way you talk so passionately about it. I would have never watched it because I don't give a shit about X-Files.
Yeah, I mean, I like it a lot. I mean, part of it was like when you're 10 years old and you watch that show, and there's nothing like it on TV when we were 10.
Yeah, I'd watched it every once in a while as a kid, but I just never got into it.
Well, I think you got to see the right episode at the right time, type of a thing to get sucked into it. Because there's a lot of dud episodes. Like, if you only watched a few shitty episodes, because there's like a few in every season where you're like, or as a kid they're just boring.
Well, that and
But,
I
like-
went and saw the movie without really watching much of the show, and the movie was so bad it kind of ruined
Yeah,
the show.
that movie was not good. I mean, so like the first episode of the X-Files I seen the very first episode, which I liked with my brothers, and then later on, I think the next one we watched was the one with the guy with the stretchy arms who could like that was that creepy dude that would crawl and he'd like cocoon up and he'd it was like Edward Toombs or something. I think the episode's called Toombs, and the logger one, which I liked a lot.
You would like the
'Cause-
logger one.
What's that?
You would like the logger one. That makes sense.
Well, I mean, first of all, we get to see these guys and they're cutting down trees, which is great, right? And they've killed all these trees. The funny thing is, like these loggers get scared and they run away in the middle of the night from some bugs, and all they got to do is keep the electricity on in a camp. And they left equipment there. It's like this is not what loggers would do at all. There's like, I mean, for God's sakes, you could get literally 12-volt batteries and just run a machine outside and use the alternator to keep batteries charged. Like loggers will figure it out. Well, then again, there are a bunch of dummies, so I don't know. I'm not gonna say that.
God damn it.
I've definitely been around some where you're like, wait, that's what you're gonna do?
the dummies
Holy
are
shit.
the dummies are good cannon fodder for while you figure out how you need to deal with the problem.
Oh yeah. Cletus, go outside in the dark and fill up the generator. They got Cletus. Okay, so don't go outside to fill up the generator in the dark. That's
So
not
let's
good
find a
plan.
way to lighten it up out there so we can fill that generator.
Let's light a torch on fire, and then we'll go out and pour gas in the generator. All right, Steve Dave is on fire. We do not want to pour gas with a fucking torch to start the fire. But let me tell you, that was a cool fireball. Did you guys see that?
Oh man. Steve Dave? Is that your hillbilly name?
Yeah.
Oh man. God damn it.
Oh god damn it. I heard an inappropriate hillbilly joke, I want to say. It's not bad in a way that's gonna get us revoked. Basically,
Revoked.
revoked. You know what I mean. So when two hillbillies are going at it, why don't they like to do reverse cowgirl?
I don't know.
They never turn their back on family.
God damn it.
Oh my god, it made me laugh so hard when I read that.
When you
Oh,
read
man.
that, when
I
you
read
on Jason's on the internet search history says funny hillbilly jokes.
Yeah. Oh man. Jason still
No.
has those like old like joke books you buy you would get or your grandparents have or
Yeah,
some shit like
dude.
that sitting in the toilet.
Oh my god,
50
dude.
hilarious hillbilly jokes.
Yeah.
Sitting next to my toilet is a "You Might Be a Redneck If" book.
Oh, dude, fucking Jeff Foxworthy books are great.
Oh man.
I love those books. I love like the hillbilly word of the day. Mayonnaise. Mayonnaise, a lot of people in here.
Oh god damn it.
Fucking Jeff Foxworthy.
Oh,
I like Jack Burton kind of reminds me of Jeff Foxworthy a little bit. He's like a goofy dude, but he's like not all there,
yeah.
you know? I don't know. I love this movie. I just really like this movie. And like
It's
the villain's pretty awful, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he makes a weird call, in my opinion. Like he's gonna keep the Asian girl who doesn't have any like fight to her at all, and then kill Kim Cattrall. It's like, no, you're doing that backwards, bro.
No, he's not. He wants a girl that's not going to fight him because he knows he's doesn't have a chance with either of them. So got to get the one without fighting him. However, why the fuck was he drinking their blood? He's like, I am mortal, and then he starts like.
Well,
drinking
it's to become mortal again. It's part of the magic spell.
Oh, I didn't catch
The
that.
fucking girly laugh always made me laugh so much. He's like,
Yeah.
oh my god, I'm being mortal again.
I
You
was
can
like-
feel his dick for the first time in 1,000 years.
Oh my god. So I was half paying attention, playing a video game while watching it for some of it, and actually at that point I wasn't playing the game. I was talking to Steve, but basically I was watching that, and he does that, and I'm like, I didn't laugh. What the fuck? Oh, that's him.
God damn it, Jason. Oh man.
The fucking yeehaw, let's get him. And the rocks fall on his head. I still love that part.
Oh yeah,
fuck.
no. When I saw that, I was like, "Yep, that makes sense." Guy's kind of an
That
idiot.
creepy fucking monster, though.
Oh,
What a
the weird
that
thing that
monster.
sticks on the back of
monster.
his truck afterwards.
Yeah,
The
dude.
monster survives. I want to know what the fuck's going on with that. Like,
Okay, here's the dumbest part about that. Where the monster crawls up, like 18 inches below where he's crawling out from under the truck, is a fucking drive line that's probably doing 2,000 RPMs. I mean, there's no way that thing is crawling out of there. That part drives me nuts. I'm like, the fucking drive line's right there. You can't do that. It's gonna grab his fucking hair and then spin him around and turn him into a fucking turbine.
that's the thing though with people that write movies. They actually don't know anything about what they're writing about, so they
I
just kind of make it
know.
up as they go.
It just looks like a handy spot for something to crawl out of. I remember because my dad yelled that, like, the first time we see it. There's a fucking goddamn drive line right there. Can't any of these goddamn movie sons of bitches look at a fucking thing before they make these stupid goddamn things about it? That is an ugly fucking monster, though.
Oh man.
Oh, it's fucking hilarious.
I always wanted it to crawl out of the sleeper. I thought that would be fucking terrifying.
Yeah,
did it get-
just like be inside the truck the whole
It's
time.
just in the back of the truck and he just doesn't know. You know?
That
Could you
could be
imagine that
terrifying.
where you're driving this truck and you hear a little bit of rustling and you turn around and that motherfucker's in the truck with you?
Oh, I would just shit myself.
I mean, I would pee my pants and then just try and aim it at its face and hope that it loves golden showers.
Damn it, dude.
That way
Well,
it'll leave me alone. I'll be like, oh shit! Pissed all over myself. Because holy fuck, man. That thing is slobbery and creepy.
That took a
Although,
turn real quick.
what the hell was that? Do you guys remember Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2? There was like the wolf.
That was
bad
the
guy.
good one, man. I like.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. The wolf bad guy reminds me, or this guy reminds me a lot of the wolf bad guy.
Yeah.
I'm like, for a while, I had this conspiracy theory that it was the same suit. I'm like, they fucking stole that suit. That's the same goddamn suit. I know it is. Razor. No, there was Toka and Razor. Yeah, Razor was the guy's name.
Yeah. Man, I like that
Yeah.
fucking movie. I like those movies.
This
Teenage
was
Mutant Ninja
told.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, those are very good movies. They were corny as fuck, but
Of
because
course
I have
they
the
were.
nostalgia fact,
Yeah.
I like them.
Yeah.
And honestly,
Which
the
this
second,
movie, honestly, I
of
didn't-
the new Ninja Turtles movie wasn't that bad
No, it wasn't.
because they actually put Bebop and Rocksteady in there, and they did a pretty good job with them. I thought they looked pretty
Really?
good. Yeah.
I haven't seen either one because they decided instead of going with,
I
because
never
like
saw.
April, right? I thought they'd pick like Emma Stone or somebody like that to be
Yeah.
April. Instead, they're like, no, let's have Megan Fox. So let's just have somebody who looks good in a dress and seems kind of slutty, which is like, wait, that's not, April was like a reporter.
Yeah.
That just doesn't, I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me. It's like you don't have Megan Fox play fucking Princess Diana. You know what I'm saying? Could you imagine how pissed off people would be on the internet if you did that?
Yeah, it probably wouldn't go very well.
Holy shit. I mean, fucking, that Zooey Deschanel would have been great as April.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I just don't see somebody that, like a Megan Fox type of a person, seeing a Ninja Turtle or a fucking, turtle and then not just running the fuck away from it and going, ew, that's disgusting, and then screaming and running away.
I think one of the best parts of that movie, the best people in that movie, is Will Arnett and like his whole deal with it. Because I don't know, he interacts with the turtles pretty well, and like his whole shit with April and stuff. So I think he does a good job.
In the movie?
He's like her cameraman, basically.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
that's cool.
So, yeah,
How cool was fucking Casey Jones in the cartoon, though?
he's fucking awesome, dude. I like Casey Jones in the second movie too, though.
Oh yeah, he was in the second movie.
And he's in the second movie of the new stuff, and he's Steve Amell, and he's fucking awesome in that one too.
Holy shit, they got Arrow to be
They got
Casey
Arrow to be
Jones?
Casey Jones, man.
Nice, dude. I gotta watch that movie.
But the fucking okay, so that movie also has that cool. Do you remember that van that the Ninja Turtles had that shot manhole covers?
Yeah, dude.
Yes.
They have that in the second movie.
I had one of those toys.
I feel like I did too, or somebody I knew had one. I don't remember.
I
but-
played
Mine
with it. I
neither.
lost the manhole immediately.
yeah.
My mom and dad were like, "Yeah, it's cool for you to take a fucking toy out into one of my dad's work sites."
Uh huh.
So of course, what did we do? We're out playing. Have you guys ever been on like a newly made road out in the woods when you were kids?
Yes.
Holy shit! Did you
Mm-hmm.
on like a steep hill?
They fucking suck, dude, because the dirt is all soft because they just drug the road out, and so you can't get any traction. If it's
Dude,
next to a
that's
fucking,
what
That's the
you do
best
is you.
part?
Yeah, what you do is you make yourself steps, right? So you can get up to the top. Then you get up to where the top of the hill goes down, and you slide down the hill. And since it's soft, you can book it down there, but it's like being on sand. It's just dirty. It's awesome. Okay, me and my brothers have slid down. I've slid down thousands of hills. I did it up until I was fat.
I was a germaphobe by the time that I was 2 years old, man. So
You
that
can't
would have
get
been
germs
rough.
from the woods.
I know, but as a kid,
Dirt.
as a
There's
kid,
there's no fucking germs. You can't get like strep from the woods.
I didn't like being dirty. As an adult, I will roll in the mud, and I'm okay with it because I know that I'm not going to get sick. I only
mean-
get sick from people germs.
I mean, it's like a hospital. You're gonna get sick from just being there, but the woods, like you're never getting sick. The woods are awesome, except for those fucking trees.
Those damn murderous trees.
They're like looking at you. I gotta tell you guys, last night I had the scariest fucking dream about Ents trying to get me that I've ever had. We were in the place that we're camping right now. One of them ripped the door open and stuck its long ass hand in there and was trying to get me. And I was shooting it with a pistol. And then I was like, fuck, I don't have an axe in here. So then I was chopping at it with this machete my brother gave me, and I cut off 2 of its fingers. Then it smushed my arm a little bit. And then I woke up. And I did not care for that. I was like, fuck that thing. So, stupid ass ants. I was like, if I had my Timco, I'd fucking kick your ass. But, dude, they're fucking
man.
scary, those stupid bastards. Oh, I'm gonna be out in the woods and fucking kill people. That's what trees do. They fucking kill people.
They just like leap out and grab you, huh?
That's
Dude,
why.
you know how many people have died from getting smushed by trees?
Probably a
bunch.
lot.
Like
I like his-
logging.
I like
Logging is
his-
literally like the top 3 most dangerous jobs because of trees.
Well, I mean, if there wasn't trees, then you wouldn't be logging, right?
They get you. Yeah, I mean, they fucking get you. Like they slip out of stuff and get you. It's like they're they're like the ninjas of the plants.
They're ninjas of the plants that stand
Yeah,
there
'cause
in
they-
open view that you can totally see.
Yeah. Well,
That's
I mean,
what
like
makes it
that's
so
what ninjas
sneaky.
do, though. Like ninjas, like are a gardener, and then boom, they've cut your head off. Like they lie in wait until they get a moment that's perfect, and then they get you. That's what
And you-
trees do.
You never know
Oh,
where it's
man.
coming from either, because you'll hear something behind you. It's like the branch is creaking in the tree, and you turn and look, and then the tree behind you falls on you, and you're like, "What the fuck?"
Well, it's like that part in The Hobbit where they're walking through the deep, dark woods, and then the one fucking tree gets them,
Yeah.
you know? And then Tom Bombadil comes along and talks the tree into leaving him alone. You know?
I feel like that
Where-
area is why the hobbits live such a peaceful life, though, you know? Because the forest
Oh,
around
totally.
them basically just stopped anything from getting them. There's no fucking orcs going to get them. Elves can't live in there because they'll get fucked up by the trees.
One tree at a time, the orcs will get in there.
That's
They
true.
did.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be like what they did in, what the fuck was that town? The tower. The one tower. You know what I'm talking about.
Corpseville.
Or think? Or are you talking
Uh,
about more?
No, I'm talking about where the fucking
Sauron's tower?
Sauron. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Orthanc, I think, is the name of the.
Is that his name of his thing? I thought
place.
it was something.
The tower has a different name, but like that's
Okay.
the Orthanc is like the place that it was at.
Yeah. You know, they're like
Thing.
tearing all the fucking trees up around that place. Where
Hell
fucking-
yeah,
What's his name?
those fucking guys are getting with it. That's what the dwarves are supposed to be doing instead of goofing around under the ground.
Eric, did I send you that little meme that said books are just what is it? Murdered tree carcasses with tattoos on them.
Fuck yeah. That's why I love reading books.
Oh, man.
Except that you don't get to because you're in your machine all the time, so you have to listen to them on tape.
Yep. I do have to listen to him on tape.
But I'm gonna say that the person that read that book to Eric on tape was reading it from the thing, so it still works.
It still
Fuck
works.
yes.
Still a murdered
Yeah.
tree with tattoos all over it.
Yeah. That's why I love porno mags.
And you find those in the woods a lot, so not as much anymore.
Oh man. Can you imagine like 20 years from now forest porn is not even going to exist?
That's why you need to start planting USB drives in the woods with porn on them.
That's not a bad idea.
Or like get some cheap tablets and start like putting them in plastic bags. And
I think I'm just
put 'em
gonna
around.
just buy some porno books and then leave them in the fucking plastic bags and then just leave them out in the woods.
that way you can carry on the tradition of forest
Yeah, I mean, can you guys remember the first time you found forest porn? You're like,
Forest porn is a dying art.
porn. Dying
like-
art.
Yes.
it's an art. Some guy's
know.
like, I'm gonna leave my masterpiece.
Oh man, that was you and me when we found that stuff in Paradise, right, Jason? When we were driving for McMahon's,
there- Yeah, in Paradise, and we also,
and we brought it back to Les.
yeah, that was us.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I feel like there was, it was right next to McMahon's. We had to clean up over by the dumpster where the homeless people were, and we found a bunch of forest porn mixed in with his stuff.
Yeah.
So I was like 12, and I was out at work with my dad, and I found some forest porn. And I remember thinking to myself, why in the fuck would anybody throw away porn? So then, like a year and a half later, I go over to my buddy's house, and my buddy goes, "You got to see how much porn my uncle has. It's ridiculous." And we go into his room, and he has from the floor to the ceiling stacked up 2 stacks of porno books, and immediately in my head was, "That's why you dump porn out in the woods. That's too
All
much
right.
porn.
So Steve and I
That's
used
too
to-
much." And that's
Steve and
me
I-
saying that.
That's pretty bad.
Steve and I
Okay.
used to work with a guy, and we went to his house one time, and in his bathroom, he had probably a 4-foot stack side by side. It would have gone to the ceiling if it was on, one full stack of just porn right next to the toilet. I was like, that's awkward.
That's too much. It's like, whoa, buddy.
It's like somebody who got a
it's-
subscription and then like got another subscription and they got another one and just never stopped the subscriptions. You know.
You did go to his house that time, didn't you? When he, I didn't say his name.
I
assume
know.
you
We'll
know
have
who
to
I'm
talk
talking-
afterward. I'm thinking I
Yeah.
know who you're talking about, but
Okay.
yeah, I don't want to say his
But
name on
he's-
anything.
No, the way the guy was, if he found out somebody said his name, he'd probably like show up at their house and beat the crap out of him. So, not a good thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
anyways, so like when you see that, you're like, that's way too much. Holy shit. I mean, the fact that you don't even put it away,
Yeah, it's just that.
you know
he
what I
did-
mean?
That's because you just don't have room. If you would have looked in his closets,
Yeah.
the closets would have been full too. That's just what he's had out,
Holy shit,
in the
you might have
open.
been right.
He did put it away. He just didn't have room to put the rest of it
You
away.
might actually be right on that. I always thought, it's like, Jesus, is this cooking through all these to find the one? Have you guys ever done that where you've got like 5 or 6 and there's like one lady that you're like, I like this lady. And then you can't remember, like you don't look at them for a little bit. And then you're like, I want to go look at this lady. And then you got to look through all fucking 6 books before you find her.
Dude, somebody with that much probably has a binder of like exactly what he wants. And he's like,
Index.
okay, yeah, okay. It's stack 5, fourth from the top. All right, there we go.
God damn, you could look through. I mean, that's why you just put it in a fucking cardboard box, drive out into the woods, and throw it out there.
Yeah.
That way, it
know.
can make some teenage little boy happy.
Oh yeah, I mean, holy shit. when you're fucking 12 and you see one of those, you're like, wait a second, what is this? I mean, nowadays I feel like it's just taking all the fun out of it because all they got to do is open up their phone and type Pornhub.com, and then they can see whatever they want.
There's gonna be that one kid that
Instead of,
didn't know
like-
they could just type that in, and now they're like, "Oh my god, you just exposed them."
Yeah, right, dude. What fucking kid is that?
He's a homeschool kid that
Homeschool
this is the first
kid?
time he ever got on the internet.
There's no fucking way. Yeah, the first time, because the second time he's gonna type in porn on Google and it's just gonna show him where to go. I mean, if you can't use Google, what the hell? Yeah, did you guys ever do that where you're out in the woods and you find some like weird niche magazine where you're like, what the fuck is this?
Never had that happen.
We had this truck driver working for us, and one of the guys was working on the truck, and he goes, "Did you guys see the operator manuals this guy has?" And we looked in there, and I don't know where in the fuck he got it, but it was like ugly girls porno. Okay, like it was like I don't know. It was basically the weirdest. It was like I don't know where in the fuck they rounded these girls up to be in a porno mag.
He
'Cause
just
you're like-
yelled. The guy that was making it just yelled out in the he was in an industrial area. He just kind of went, "Hey, you want to be in this magazine?" And then that's who showed up.
Maybe if he fucking drove to the Appalachians first or something. I mean, I don't know where's like the highest concentration of ugly women you guys have ever seen, but like this is where it's like they went there.
God damn it, man!
Dude, it was like we were looking at it like, what the fuck? Why would anybody look at this? We actually asked him, I'm like, do you have bad eyesight or something? He's like, no. I'm like, I'm going to give you $10 to go buy a Playboy magazine or a Penthouse. It's going to blow your mind.
Well, it's because those were attainable for him. He was like, I could be with one of these. Yeah.
That could be the case.
So that's he was trying to just like shoot for what he could attain, and he's like, nah, okay. He didn't want to set his sights too high, and really ruin it for himself later on. So
yeah, I mean, just to be clear though, having pornos in a machine is totally like not what people do.
Eric.
That's the only time. No, I mean, I don't want to have like anybody have the impression that like we're all out here with our porno book. We just open it up and go to town every 2 seconds. Like that's not what we do out here. You don't do that.
Man.
So like when somebody's like, yeah, he's got operators manuals, I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? I opened it up. He's got like 6 porno books in there. I'm like, so this is why it takes him 2 hours to get a load of water from the water hole. He's got to deposit a load, start the load of water, then deposit another load, and then he's driving out here.
And then Eric's over there. He's like, salty. Very
God
salty.
damn it!
I'm over there like, what are these low quality books you got? Did you get these from like Alibaba or something? What in the fuck? Or
fuck.
AliExpress. What the hell is that really cheap fucking Asian or website where you can buy like the cheapest fucking computer parts known to man?
I don't know.
Is it? There's a news site and then there's what's that?
Cheapestcomputerparts.com.
Jason's like, Newegg, you idiot. No. No, dude, fucking Linus talks about it all the time. They buy like really, really cheap water cooling parts there for
Oh,
like you
yeah.
get by with like a $30 part.
Yeah, and the parts are you get what you pay for. I don't remember though. I can't
Yeah.
remember the site.
I think Alibaba might be the news site and AliExpress is the hardware site. Yeah. Anyways, it's just really cheap, like cruddy stuff, right? So, anyway.
AliExpress.
Yeah, that's it. Okay. Alibaba is definitely the news site. Sorry, I think they're like pretty quality news site too. So, whoops. Didn't mean that. So yeah, I mean, you got to have a quality porno book.
God damn it! I'm glad we got that moral of the story out of you.
Well, I mean, you guys, I'm sure, have seen like a porno that's made you uncomfortable, like a book where you're like, "What the fuck is this?" Like the ones that always gross me out were even when I was like 18, were like the teenager ones, like the barely 18 or whatever, where they look like they're fucking 12 years old, and you're like, "What the fuck? Get this shit out of here!" Who in the hell would look at that? That's what they should be profiling. Then of course
man.
I said that I seen one before, and now Google's
Yep.
gonna be like,
Now you're on a
"Oh,
list.
Yeah.
You're on a list. All
God
right.
damn it.
What ratings do you guys give this?
I gave this movie a 4.5 stars.
As
And Kelly
much
gave this movie 2.5 stars.
as much as I didn't care for the movie, I'm still gonna give it 3 stars because it was good in a way.
And I'm gonna
You
go
should get
with,
drunk and watch it.
I'm gonna go with 4 stars.
Nice.
I mean, I love the fucking camp, man. I love campy
Yeah.
movies, so you're gonna get
I
me every
cannot
time
wait
with those.
to get Stanley hooked on this fucking show.
Yeah.
That way, it will. This is going to be one of those movies that's going to drive Kelly nuts. So that's good. And we're going to watch it. And Stan's going to be like, "Did you see him shoot the fucking thing up there, Dad?" I'll be like, "Don't cuss in front of your mom, son." And yes, I did. It was awesome.
Oh man. All right. So next week's movie is my choice, and I'm gonna choose RoboCop.
Which one?
The old one.
Holy shit!
that's
For
fine.
real?
The
When he said
original.
RoboCop, I didn't even think of the new one because the
The
new one doesn't.
original.
It's not a real movie. It's shit.
Yeah. They
I thought it
definitely.
was
Well,
all right.
I mean, they made it PG-13 though, and they really needed to make RoboCop needs to be a rated R movie.
Yeah, the fact that it was PG-13, I didn't see a single ball shot in the whole movie. I mean, what the fuck?
Well,
Now
no,
that
he
you
was using
say
fucking.
that-
He was using tranks the whole fucking time too. I don't know how
Now
many
that you-
people he killed, but I don't think he killed very many.
I forgot about that.
Because all the weapon he was using was like a fucking taser gun or something like that.
Yeah, he didn't really hurt anybody ever.
Yeah. Now that you say that, I don't know if I actually seen the whole movie.
Yeah.
I might have been like playing a video game or something and been like,
I
"Oh,
kind of
God."
liked the very end when he fought the big robots, but other than that, not that great.
Now, which RoboCop was your guys' favorite?
Oh, I've
I like
watched. There's only
RoboCop
3,
1 and
right?
2, man. I'm probably like 1, I'm gonna say.
I think 1 is the best. I agree.
I
But there's-
think my
Like
favorite
RoboCop
was
is really
2.
RoboCop 2 is really good though. So
there is 3 originals though, right? Just 3.
yes.
Okay.
Was 2 the one with the giant two-legged robot with the creepy guy that was the bad guy in Last Action Hero? The big tall dude.
I know who you're talking
You guys
about.
know who
Yeah, I know who you're talking
Yeah.
about.
Was 2 the one with the big robot?
Shit. God damn it. They're all running together now that you're making me like try to think it up. I'm trying to
Yeah.
fucking remember who the boss
'Cause
was.
one of them
and-
has Red Foreman in it. I think
yeah,
that's 1.
The number 1 is Red Foreman.
Yeah, so I think 2 is that guy, and he's like a heroin addict or something.
Yeah.
And then 3, I don't really remember.
Yeah, I don't.
I can't remember 3. Period. Like at all.
I just know that if somebody like, okay, so let's say we could go into the Oasis and they're like, pick who your voice would be. I would definitely pick Peter Weller's voice.
Yeah.
I would be like, I'm gonna have RoboCop's voice or Arnold Schwarzenegger, but probably Peter Weller.
Yeah. So RoboCop 2, Tom Noonan is the guy you're thinking of, and yeah, he's
Yeah,
in 2.
okay.
So
2's probably my favorite, but 1 was, it's also a great movie.
yeah.
I like the way that they start the story with him getting shot like 30 billion thousand times. Pretty
Yeah,
much
just
blows
blast
his
him
body up.
apart.
Yeah, I like how they start that to show his background story.
My favorite is just the comparison between what they thought technology was going to be and then what it ended up being.
Yeah.
Instead of having a RoboCop or the ability to like fix somebody, we have an iPhone.
Yeah.
I don't think we made the right call, guys. It's like,
oh man.
man, I wish there was more money in fake robot parts.
I know.
I-
We need to
the
figure
one
that
thing-
shit out.
The one thing I hated about every RoboCop movie, including the newest one, why don't they just shoot him in his fucking mouth? He'd be dead.
Well, he still has a brain that's behind the helmet. The
I
mouth
know,
is
that's
just
why
a
you shoot
human
him
part.
through the mouth.
But if
Shoot
you
him upward through the mouth, he's dead.
That's a good call, dude.
Yeah.
Unless they put a metal plate.
So they need to have
In
like
there.
RoboCop battle armor, like they do with the Transformers. Like
I
for
want
some
when he
reason, the
gets in-
Transformers have like a little mouthpiece that goes over their mouth. when they're all
Yeah.
metal. So
I
Well,
want him to have a mouthpiece that comes up from like his neck or something and covers over his face when he goes into fighting, so that he's protected. I've always hated that. It kind of ruins the whole movie for me. Every
yeah, I
think
mean,
it's-
they need the full-on Iron Man mask there.
well, I think the reason they do that is because it's the only way to show that he's part human. Otherwise, it's just all robot.
That's why they make the movable thing where the jaw comes up and covers over his face. Like a metal,
That'd be cool.
just something
Well,
because
it's like that scene that you guys have seen Batman versus Superman where he's in his body armor
Yep.
and his fucking chin is exposed.
Yeah.
same
It's
thing.
like, what the hell are you doing here, dummy? I mean, that's the only ridiculous part to me because all Superman has to do is punch that fucking guy right in the chin and the guy's dead. But if he has like a cool iron suit that's like, really awesome, you could see him like you could see Iron Man in a fist fight with Superman, like doing okay, right?
Yeah, for a little bit.
Well,
I guess
mean,
if he weakens him with the kryptonite first.
Superman would fucking destroy Iron Man. I mean, there's just no two cents about it. But
Iron
Well,
Man
it'd
could
have to be the
literally-
same situation with him and Batman. They have to weaken him first.
yeah,
He could just make a suit where it was armored to wazoo and painted with paint that had kryptonite in it. Make it so basically you can't get near it.
But isn't kryptonite
just
also
saying-
poisonous to humans? That's why they don't just like kryptonite up the
No.
fucking suit. I thought it was
It's like-
radioactive.
His
it's
suit
like
is
it is
airtight.
radioactive, yes, but it's like what the hell's that? It's like radon. Okay, it's just tiny little bits of radioactivity. It's like getting an X-ray. Okay, so yeah, you don't want to breathe it in. Like so Batman, I think in one of the shows or movies or whatever, he like hits him with fucking kryptonite dust. So Superman's breathing.
Well, he does
it
that
into
in
weaken
Batman
him.
versus Superman. He like hits him with the
Oh, yeah,
fucking
okay.
the grenade with kryptonite
Yeah.
inside of it.
So that's a great idea, right? Then you beat the shit out of him, and
Yeah.
you show that fucking asshole that people can whoop your ass.
Well, and then there's that
Because-
point where he
but
like
the
gets
way-
his strength back, and he's like, "Ah, fuck." So
But the way that Iron Man fights and Batman fights, totally different way. Like Batman's the guy. See, I always look at it like I fight like Iron Man, where I run up to your face and punch you in the face and tell you all about it, right? Whereas Jason, if you're not looking, Jason would run up behind you and kick you in the nads and push you down. That's what Batman would do. Right?
Damn it.
That's what Batman should have done. He
No.
should have gassed him with the kryptonite and then nad shot at him at his like fucking Mach 100.
If I'm trying to take somebody down, I'll just stab him in the back.
That's what I just said.
No, stab him, not kick him in the nads.
Well,
kill him.
I'm just saying, like, if you had to like do it without any actual murdering.
You mean
going
if I was like Batman, who's a fucking pussy and can't kill anybody?
on. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, if I'm Iron Man, I'm gonna shoot you in the head from like a million miles away with a fucking rocket first, and like, hey Thanos, and then Thanos is like, what? Boom, fucking rocket up his butt.
Fucking have some of that Pym particle things, make it shrink down so it gets up in there and then blows up.
Hell yeah, get Quicksilver to run by and knock his fucking thing out of his hand, so he has to bend down to get it.
The
then
good
boom.
Quicksilver.
Right, yep,
Quicksilver,
right.
Quicksilver could just vibrate his hand into his body and crush his heart, and it'd all be done.
I don't
Just
think
check
I don't
his
think
oil.
Quicksilver can do that.
can't move
He's,
that fast?
no, he's not the Flash.
No, dude, the Flash would fucking.
So the
destroy-
Flash is way faster.
Oh, yeah.
But it-
Flash could kill everybody in the Marvel universe instantly.
Flash
Dude
could kill
can-
Superman easily.
I don't know.
Seriously overpowered. Superman
maybe.
can only move as fast as a speeding bullet. A speeding bullet to the Flash is
Superman
No, he
can
can move
move,
much
like,
faster than
he
that.
can move basically the speed of light. Superman can move basically the speed of light. So the Flash can go
Flash can
literally the speed of light.
Flash can literally portal through time. He's
Yeah.
faster than him by a lot. Which
Like
makes him-
I see, there's this one really good Justice League comic book, right? That's got the whole Justice League, and then there's these guys who show up, and they've got all the similar kind of superheroes, but a little bit different. And they're doing all the stuff to try and fix the planet, but then it turns out they're bad guys. And one of the guys is a speedster, right? And the Flash passes this. They're running, right? And the Flash passes this guy, runs around the Earth, hits light speed, and punches the guy in the face as he hits light speed. Because I guess it makes your mass like a whole bunch more the faster you're going. Like according to the comic book.
Yeah.
Anyways, he just totally obliterates this guy. And it was a pretty cool part in the comic. I'm like, this is awesome. It's also the one where Batman, the normal guy, kicks everyone's ass and saves them all.
Have you watched there's a hero movie on Amazon or a TV show. What's it called, Steve?
Oh, dude, The Boys.
The
Yeah,
Boys.
I've seen it. Yeah.
It's got the speed guy. He's not like the Flash.
A-Train?
A-Train, yeah.
A-Train, and he fucking basically explodes the girl right in the beginning.
Holy shit, dude.
It was
That's
fucked up.
Some scary shit.
But that's pretty much what
Yeah.
you're saying happened there with the evil Flash.
Oh yeah, he didn't kill the guy though. The guy's I'll just spoil it. The guy's a Martian, like Martian Manhunter, but he's a white Martian.
Okay.
Anyway, so he fucking just hits the guy, and it doesn't kill him, but it knocks him out. So if he can knock out a Martian, then he could fuck up Superman. So
And if he can move fast enough, he could just vibrate inside of him and fuck him up.
yeah, I don't know. Superman's really fucking tough.
Yeah,
Superman is so goddamn dumb though. Like I was just reading this comic, right? And Superman was flying. He's tough. He can fly through a fucking sun, and it like supercharges him, right? So Doomsday shows up, and Superman doesn't like get in a little bit of a skirmish with him and go, "Holy shit, this guy's really fucking strong," and then just fly into our sun, supercharge himself, fly back, and beat Doomsday's ass. Or here's what always pissed me off. Just get a big piece of cable and tie a knot in it and just get him by the foot and just drag him onto the moon. The Doomsday can't get off the moon. He's stuck there. As long as nobody lands a fucking spaceship on the moon, he's just stuck there. And that's how you beat Doomsday. You just put him on like the moon or Pluto. Pluto would be even better because he like lives off solar radiation. You just drag his ass to Pluto.
couldn't
No,
you
wait,
just
dude.
fling Doomsday like into the sun?
That would be bad because Doomsday's actually a Kryptonian.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's like a genetically modified like proto-Kryptonian. So he's
So you got to
that's not
find
what
a
you wanna
red
do.
sun to throw him into.
No,
Oh,
dude,
yeah.
I was thinking about it. Fuck that. You just throw him in Jupiter.
Yeah.
Like he's just what is he gonna do? Swill around in the fucking weird metal ocean thing there? He's fucked. He'll just be there until he runs out of juice and dies. That'd be what you do. You just throw him in there. You know? Except he can't. I don't know. That's weird. That's the fucking comic books. Some guy would go find him.
Yeah. Lex Luthor would somehow bring him back and get him out of there and bring him back to Earth and fucks shit up, like always.
Stupid ass Lex
Superman
Luthor.
would
Good luck
probably-
with that though.
Yeah.
Fucking
Superman
Jupiter
would
would
probably
be
get
rough to
tricked.
fish a guy out of.
Superman
probably
would
figure it
probably
out,
get
though.
tricked into bringing him back anyways. It's not very bright.
No shit. That's what's so dumb about it. I swear to God, what he should do is he should be like, beep, bop, boop, boop, boop. Hey, Batman, what should I do about this problem? I don't know what to do. And Batman would be like, well, you should fly to the sun, get some powers, and then go beat the shit out of this guy. You know what? Maybe take a cable and drag him out of the place you're trying to protect, so you don't destroy the entire town with a big fist fight. You should do that. You know what? Fuck that. Get a hold of this guy. His name is Jack Burton, and he'll tell you how to beat these guys up. He's got a
Oh,
CB.
man.
Don't worry. He's driving truck. He'll tell you no problem.
He knows exactly how to do it. All right, that's going to be it,
Yeah.
guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure you guys like us on Facebook, facebook.com/Heroic Adventure Productions, twitch.tv/Heroic Adventure, mixer.com/Turkader, and twitch.tv/TurkaderPlays. You can also follow us on Twitter @HAP Gaming. You can follow me on Twitter @Turkader. You can follow Eric on Twitter
Quick and severe.
You can follow Jason on Twitter
Unbelievable one.
You can follow Kelly on Twitter @SugarSnuggles and Ricky on Twitter @FurryTwitterBalls. You can also email us at Steve, Eric, Kelly, Jason, and Ricky @HAPGaming.com. Each one of those names individually @HAPGaming.com. You can find all the stuff I've been saying in the description on youtube.com/Heroic Adventure Productions and twitch.tv/TurkaderPlays. That's going to be it, everybody. Thanks for watching. Join us next week as we talk about RoboCop. Join us this Wednesday or whatever. I don't know. Sometime this week we'll be playing some game, probably Borderlands 3. So join us for that. And we'll
Nice.
talk to you guys next week sometime.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.